Alright, for the ones that are watching or the ones that are going to watch the stream, thank you for joining. I hope you all enjoyed this stream. I um I have to say that tomorrow I will not be streaming tomorrow at all. I will be at my Remicade, so let's see what happens um on Thursday. Right now, or not right now, I had to pause it. Um Today I got the game is starting to download. The Ascent um that I got. It's being downloaded, but it's not downloading right now because I am streaming. If I started streaming with the download, it was kind of screw up my streaming a little bit. There will be like buffering and all that stuff. So I kind of pause it. Hopefully it doesn't start up. If it does start up or I'm starting to lag for some reason, then I'll check if it will start up and then I just pause it until the end of the stream. But I'm excited about it. I'm hoping that the game will be really cool. I think it's like less than 2 days now, so I'm gonna be for sure I'll be streaming that. I don't know if I'm going solo or if I'm going multiplayer. If I'm going multiplayer or multiplayer co-op, um, that'd be kind of cool. It'd be very cool. Socialize with other people that like the game as well, or maybe I would get some help or something. I don't know what I'm going to be doing yet. Um, if I'm going solo or if I'm going multi uh, multiplayer co-op, I'm not too sure on that part. But for sure, I know I'm going to be playing it on Thursday. Um, hopefully, because it looks like a great game. In that, so for me, testing that game out, seeing what it's like, and that if it's like this game or is it like Warhammer, um, I don't know. It's all depending on how everything looks. Hopefully, it doesn't repeat itself. Um, that's the one thing that I do not like very much is when it repeats. This game here that I'm playing right now doesn't repeat itself very much. It does in a way, but it doesn't. So it kind of repeats, but it doesn't repeat. Um, I am playing this game again, but it has certain twists and turns in it that you change it a little bit. And as well, on the 24th, there is um, a new DLC to this game. Um, Again, I forgot to check the what that DLC is. Um, I think it's Path of Madness or something like that. But yeah, it's a I don't know. I don't know what that is either. If it be like a small map, and you get these other things, and or if it's a big map but different. I don't know, but I'm hoping that it is a big map, that it will be good. I might pause with this game and play with the other game, but come back if there's like more DLCs. Like if it's a bigger map that's over like say like 60 or 80 hours, then that would be really cool. I think DLCs with this game, 60 to 80 hours is actually a really good amount of time instead of like I don't know 10 or 20 hours. It's just too short, especially for this type of game. It's too short. Um, That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for roughly 60 to 80 hours around that area. I don't think it will be any. I can't see it being overnight, like over 80. I could see it under 80 and over 40 hours between there, which is fine. 40 hours is not bad. It is short, but it's like it will take some time to do it, but I still be like streaming 3 hours a day um and not so I'm hoping with the new game that's coming out on Thursday, I'm hoping that that will last me a bit. Um, I didn't notice any good games to play for the next little while, so I will have to last the two games for sure, and probably come back to this game. Um, Maybe I will do the one game that I'll be doing on, and then play this game. Sort of mix it up a little bit and make my streams a little like as long as it has been, roughly around three and roughly around three, about 245 to 330 or 325 around there. Um, I'm just thinking if I need to do that to make it stretch a little bit longer and a little bit better. Um, since I'm going to be flip flopping every time. I don't mind flip flopping. I've done it before when I was playing some other games. But yeah, you have to realize too that last year and the year before were probably the worst time for gaming. There was just not anything good enough to stream. And you can see on some of my streams that I have been streaming older games. This game is a little bit older, but it's not bad of a game and that. But you got like the game called Dungeons and Dragons, Dark Alliance, uh, the latest one that came out last year. And that game, I don't know. Either they were rushing to get more money or sucking money out of people or what. I don't know what the situation was, but that game really does suck. People that like that game, um, hats off to you, but man, that game, they should do the same thing what they did with the other game. Bury it somewhere where you will never find it. And that's a game that you should throw away. But in the future, I have a feeling they will bring it back because of one thing. Even though it's the crappiest game, it might be worth something in the future. About 30 or 40 years from now, it'd probably worth something. Or even 50 years. Who knows? Sometimes if you have a bad game and you're throwing it away, and then 40 or 50 years later you find out that game is worth thousands of dollars, huh? Then you're pretty much screwed. I think the best way is to keep it and give it to your son or daughter for them to have, and then if it is worth that much, then they can have that money to do whatever, or they can keep it for their other siblings. Um, and so that their siblings they can pay off partial of their college or university fund. Now that would be kind of nice. um, yeah, so tomorrow I won't be streaming at all because I have Remicade tomorrow, and I'm going to be spending some time in town just to walk around and do some stuff. Um, well, I haven't been in town for almost 2 full years, so um, I'm going to um, I'm going to go and see what's up, see what's open, see what's closed, see what's new or what's old. Just have the good vibe of the place and just checking it out. There's always something that could be different, but you never know, right? You never know. What could there be out there for tomorrow? Um, because of this epidemic and everything else, there's a lot of stores, a lot of um, not grocery stores, but a lot of what are those restaurants and some stores. They might have closed because of the epidemic that happened, and the on and off opening and closing for long periods of time, and that kind of affects a lot of people, and especially the prices as well. The prices for everything will be going up pretty high because some of these people have no choice but to raise prices up so that they can pay for rent where they are renting out space for, their way. So yeah, it's just something to uh, to look around and be nice to see what's still still around and what's not around. But after when I do my Remicade, I should be pretty good. And probably go to a restaurant and have something to eat. There's a place. It's probably you might have it, you might not have it. I don't know, depending what country or what city or town or whatever you live. Um, there's this place here in my. There's two of them here. It's called The Works, and it's a restaurant. It gives you burgers and refill fries, which is really cool. Um, I might be going in there to have like supper or something like that. Um, it's been a while that I had supper out and just sitting in a restaurant. It would feel really uncomfortable at first because it's been so long that I went to a restaurant. I might not feel as comfortable like I used to or what it used to be, but now everything has changed. So I don't know. I think the anxiety of going out to try something would be totally different, and I don't know what that would be. So I'll see what happens. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna go with the flow. Anyways, if you like this stream, please leave a like and subscribe. If you don't do any of that, that is fine. Once you get my other streams, you sure can. But if you like what you see, please put a like down and subscribe. Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. Alright, let's continue. There. That is so cool. Just imagine if we can build something like that. That'd be real nice. Big spider. A catapult that is metal. Alright. Where do I need to go? I need to go. Oh yeah, okay, I know where I need to go. I need to go. Chambers of Tomb. That's where I need to go. Okay, so looks like I need to go down here. All right. So yeah, there's have been a lot of things um, that is kind of cool. I enjoy every minute of this game. In the next couple of days, I won't be playing this. Actually, today will probably be my last day of playing this game, so I go and stream as long as I can without getting, hopefully won't get tired of it. But it is a game that I like to play. Not in a bad way, but in a good way. And that's about it, I guess, eh? I'm at 63, that's at 58. Yeah, we're gonna go for it. 63, 64 around there.
Death does not wait.
Death does not wait, she says. Alright. Alright, we're gonna go like this, that, we're gonna
die.
And then we're gonna go like this.
Die.
Those two are injured. Okay, I'm gonna go with these guys.
Fire!
It sucks though that I can't
Let's
use
paint
like
this place red.
ow.
Let me show you my teeth.
Ow.
Just a little bite.
Oh, you
The Liberator reigns.
there. Take
I
that.
thirst for your blood. Just a little
You
bite.
bait. Gone too. Take that, man.
We will prevail.
Okay. I go right here. Uh-oh. They're going after her. Good. Missed. Alright. Now. Pop. I have to go here. Heal. There. I'll do the same. Oh, I can't. Okay. But I can. There.
Don't be afraid.
Be very afraid.
I feel your pain. Let's be friends.
Let's be good friends. There.
No death.
And
Death follows me.
death follows nobody.
Death to Nevendar and its gods.
Alright.
For
No.
honor. We
Alright.
are craft and
There, I
flesh.
got both of them gone. Good, healed.
Give your life to Galleon.
Die for me. Death does not wait. You cannot fight.
Go up, go up, go up. No. Alright. And
Face your death. Die.
gone. I don't think my no.
I go to victory.
It's okay. I can.
We will prevail.
Alright.
I see you. Sucker.
They're gone.
Why do the best playthings always
Right on. Got pair of pants. Oh, I should go back here. There. Still have to go down here. $57 could do it.
Legionaries, wolves.
Okay. At least I can
You're
get.
done.
I am. Wrath.
Don't worry, I'm good.
You're mine. Meet your fate. Meet your
Yeah,
fate.
you're gone. Okay, need to do this.
We will prevail. For Nevendar.
Fight me.
Fight you? I don't want to fight you. Okay, one more.
Fight me.
Good, good, good. Now, I need to get him weak. And him too. Very weak.
I feed on your agony. Why Why do the best laid things always die? You have nothing to fear. I will not hurt you. I feel your pain.
The pure cannot harm me.
Should be enough to take him out. Yep.
This will be the final epoch.
I will bring wrath with me.
Alright, I'm good.
Nevendar will have her vengeance.
Alright. Here.
Stand down. You're mine. Ilian.
He gone. She gone.
But of course.
I
She
pledge
gone
to
too.
burn your remains.
We will prevail.
Okay.
Life is chaos.
A pilgrimage. You will be purged.
She heals up a bit, but she doesn't do anything. You're gone.
I will make you suffer again.
Voila. I can't wait for being a little bit warmer. Right now, it's actually not too bad out there. It's like +4, +5, or something like that. Which is really nice because when you have like not bad temperatures outside, it tends to be a little bit more, you get more happier. You're not sad or anything like that, and anything else like that. So, and that's it. But anyways, um, I don't know where you guys live. If you live in North America, or if you live in Europe, or in Asia, or even Middle East or the Far East. Um, Here, if our homes are have oh, pardon me. Sorry about that. If our homes had solar panels on top of our roofs, they give you a warranty of like 20-year warranty, or whatever it is. But here's the thing though, you don't get any money from the from your solar panels. It might reduce your bills, but it doesn't really reduce it as much. It makes it more of, I have to say, more of a money scam than anything. They want you to make your home more sufficient, but still put it into the electric grid. So, to me, it doesn't make any sense. The only way I can see it, if your home is all you know solar paneled. If you had a solar panel home and you're not connected to any of the wires around, basically your home would be off grid. And if your home is off grid, they can't charge you for hydro because you're making your own power. And that. But here's the kicker, though. they want to get off of gas, diesel, you know, gas and oil and that. But here's the funny thing. You have to have that during the winter months. Because in the winter months, you don't get very much sunlight. You get some places do get more sunlight than others, but here you don't get very much sunlight. So you have to have diesel running machines or gas running machines for the winter. So with that said and done, you can still use your solar panels or even those things that rotate to help out getting more, you know, powering up everything. Um, but in the winter time, no way. There's no way you can store energy in the batteries because the batteries would be draining and that you'll be using those same batteries throughout the summer than you would in the winter time. So it's kind of a rip up because there's no switch or anything like that to switch from winter to summer. You know what I mean? Like in the summertime, you have certain switches, and in the winter, you turn on these other switches so that you'll be able to use as much, but you probably won't use as much um, power. So if you're using a lot of power in your solar panels, you know, like if you have every light on or TV, microwave, stove, whatever that's running, and you have it on all the time, that's going to be draining your battery or your you know your amount of power that you have. The only way you can do that is reduce yourself. So say if you're going to the bathroom or something, okay, you go to the bathroom, so you're gonna have to have power to turn on and see what you're doing, or even having a shower, or having a bath or something for your children. Or if you're, you know, like if you're inside, you have to have a couple of things on power because if you don't, um, and then everything will melt or be stale and all that. That's your fridge and your freezer. Your fridge and your freezer are the ones that have to be cool. Um, I know a long time ago they used to have hay. They put hay on top, like in the summer months, they would put hay um, on top of the ice to keep it cool, like keep the cool um, from not melting. And or they would dig a hole deep enough where it's still cool in the ground, and then they would put like blocks of ice in the bottom, and then they would put their meats and whatever in the ground, and then put hay over top of it so that nothing gets spoiled or rotten or anything like that. But there's a time limit though of that. There's quite a bit of a time limit. So you always have to check your big ice cube if you have it. Back in the 50s and lower, they used to have these things, or not 50s, 40s and lower. They used to have these things called an ice box where you bring a chunk of ice and you put it into the fridge, and that keeps everything cool or frozen or whatever for a certain amount of time. And I thought that was kind of cool. It's a very old way of doing stuff, but you know, you got quite a bit. Let's go over. All right, we'll do it here too. So, you know what I mean? Like, you have all these things, and you want to do all these things, but I don't know. It's just something that I was thinking about for a long time, and I don't know.
Stand down.
Your flesh.
Face your death.
This one is mine. It bleeds.
It bleeds. That one's gone. Haha. Alright. So, damn you. Right here.
I have so many arrows left.
Okay. No, wrong one. Reborn again.
Fight me.
Wow.
Life is chaos.
I go. This suffering must end.
There, that's all I can do.
You have nothing to fear.
But fear itself.
I feed on you. Die too. Let's be friends.
I don't know if I'll be able to reach. Oh yeah, I can.
I feel your pain. Why do the best playthings always die?
By the fires of Barret Nor.
Okay. All right.
You love these lands no more.
So yeah, with everything that's happening with the environment and that, it's gonna take some time for people to readjust on a lot of things.
My thoughts are
There
your
is
thoughts.
nothing that anybody can do. With the amount of
Stand down. Deliver by your reins. You're mine.
just no. Okay.
Fire.
Just as long if I there. Can't budge. Ow. Oh, you bastard, I can't budge. I'll be fine.
Be gone from these lands.
Yeah, everything does take time to,
Regret later, act now.
It bleeds. Bethlehem greets you.
Meet
You're
your
gone.
fate.
see you later. God. There. So yeah, everything does take a lot of time to do, especially when it comes to for thing and that. But the amount of everything what can you do? Like we're not at the we're in the start of figuring out technology in that. They figure out how this and how that. But one thing is vehicles. Vehicles need gas no matter what. Um, it's like say for trucks for delivering food products across the border and all that. You have to have trucks to coming in and out of places, especially for if you have a train. Train is electric, but it as well have uh, diesel electric. I get, yeah, something like that. Um, no matter what, we cannot shut down everything and make this place like it was back in the 1800s, where it's horse and carriage. Um, you won't be able to get anywhere, especially for clothes and gifts and all that stuff, even shampoos and conditioners that you ladies like to have, or some guys as well like to have. They come overseas, most of them, and ships. You have to have ships that will have that. So for everything to be what you call it, it would take at least 100 and something years to actually make to make it a official that we'd be able to have cleaner. But right now we are just scratching the surface. Like it's a almost a deep scratch, but it's not a full like all out. You know, grabbing grabbing your grabbing it by the the dirt and doing it that way. You have to see that everything does take time, especially with a lot of things. Um, if you when you look at it and that, so even with power, they got to do something. But with everything that's up in the air right now, there's gonna be no way of figuring out, not unless if we reset everything in the world. What I mean by resetting this is that if we had a fallout, a nuclear fallout or something, that will reset everything. Our electronics will not work, our telephones will not work, computers, um, anything that would not work. The only things that will work would be shortwave radios, um, even some other things might work. Shortwave TVs, if you still have like the older version TVs, that might work. Everything that is electronic and all that stuff will be morely we're we be set back, so not really far, but we'd be set back to the times that power came from water wheels to bring in power, but not fast enough power. It'd be like 20 watts or something like that. It wouldn't be strong enough to do a TV or something. It'd be strong enough for a light or something. But definitely when you have gas and oil and all that stuff, that will be actually quite more efficient, because a lot of things will still be used. So there is no way that anybody can. If you live in the tunnels, like in the caves or something like that, you always need some sort of power because you're not on the outside. If you had like a bunch of solar panels outside, and every winter they're been covered, but every summer they're not covered, but they might be covered with maybe trees or something around it, or some sort of shrub, and you can't go out there because of the radiation and that, then that would be something. And you probably won't last very long either. And food, well, depending on everybody, food source would probably be pretty much not really good, because you need sunlight for a lot of food and that, except for mushrooms. Mushrooms you can have for underground because they don't need very much light, because they're growing. Certain mushrooms do grow underground, and we eat those mushrooms and that. But yeah, chickens, whatever. And for that you need sunlight or power. And the only way you can get power like that is through gas and whatever else, oil and all that. Anything that will help out with stuff. So each way we look at it, we're kind of stuck in this situation until we can figure out something a lot better for power and that. So alright, let's continue on. $58, $64, $58. Yeah, we can do it.
Life is chaos.
Live. It bleeds. Oh boy. Okay, I need to be down here. Or right here. Oh, pardon me. Sorry about that, everyone.
You're mine.
I want to take out this lion, or not the lion, but
My arrows left.
These are not your land.
go down here. There.
This suffering must end.
One more.
Scorch the impurity.
It bleeds.
Ah. Sorry about your ears, everyone. Oh shit.
Your glory.
I don't think I can reach her. Nope.
Let's be friends. I feel your... I will not hurt you.
Yeah, if I did that, I'll be dead.
Suffer. I will wake you and make you suffer again.
Light of the cosmos, fill me.
Shit.
Destined path, made.
For the High Father.
Might be able to finish.
Burn.
Here
There
you go.
is no joy purer than death.
Good, good, good.
Give your life to Galleon.
I'm glad I have a healer. Going after him. That's okay.
First your body, then your mind. This
Evade
one
it.
is weaker. This one is mine.
Evade.
My
Nice.
thoughts are your thoughts. It bleeds. First your body, then your mind.
Okay. No, I gotta heal myself. Big time. Okay, let's go here. Can't remember which one it is, but I know it's a massive heal.
Face your death.
There.
You're done.
I could go up here. You're
Shame.
gone.
I have so many arrows left.
Here.
Death is order.
Walk in his light.
That's all I can do right now.
It's fury.
Can I reach? Yep, I can.
I see you. I feed on your agony. You have nothing to fear. I feel your pain.
Nope.
To
Back
battle.
out of here.
We are in wrath and flesh.
There.
Mother Nevendar, in your name.
There. Ow.
It bleeds. This one is weaker. First your body, then your mind. This one is weaker.
Oh shit, I'm dead. Okay. Heal again. There we go.
Die.
There.
You're done. The old ways must die.
Okay. Right here. Can I? Oh, can't do it, but I might be able to do it here. Nope. Can't do it. Oh, here we go.
His suffering must end.
What a sissy tub.
Burn.
Best protect that free shield. This one is weaker.
I see you.
I get him. I might be able to.
No
Yep.
death without testing. You died. You have nothing to fear.
This one I might get.
Let us
Nope.
ride again.
For honor.
Give your life to Galleon.
Face your death. Failure
Yay.
forever.
So yeah, I think with everything that I mentioned about how go from clean energy, this is actually a good step forward, but at the same time it isn't. It's almost like a supplement, substitute. That's it. Substitute for figuring out how to really save money and all that stuff, but how to take out more from the person that lives there. That's the one that they like the most. They like to take more money out of your pocket than for you to save. They say, oh, if you do this, you're saving. But if you look at it, you're actually getting you're actually putting more. You're putting more money into the government's money than anything else instead of you saving up. So there's no win-win situation. The only way that you can win if you have multi-millions of dollars or even billions of dollars, then you're fine. That's like pocket change to you. But for myself and some other people, they can't afford that, you know. They can't afford to have these things and that. And another thing is too is that people will have to reduce their homes. So say if you have a 4-level house with a basement, main floor, second floor, and third floor, or maybe a fourth floor, which is the attic, or fifth floor. You're not going to really do anything, especially with that big of a place. You have to go down at least a single story to a 2-story home. So, and to me that is fine. Having a first story to a second story with basement or no basement is absolutely fine, because you don't really need a very big home. Because if you live in the city, where are you going to put those solar panels? You won't be able to put solar panels on those places because there's nowhere where to put them. In the winter time, you're at one house, someone can easily feed up, like you're going to get people that are going to feed off of your energy into their homes, and it's just not good. It's just not good. You have to have a balance between yourself, like yourself living in pain amount of that, what you could afford. So if you could afford this, if you can afford a little bit of this, you're still paying quite a bit. Each way you look at it, you're still paying a little bit. They say, oh look, my tax my thing is down like this amount, and then you look at another thing, it raises. So it doesn't matter. It matters on certain things that needs to be re-looked at. So if you have uh, a place that is, you know, different, then that's how it is. The only way you can go and save a lot of money, especially if you don't have that amount of money, is to shrink into something smaller so that you be able to afford everything like the cell light, or not the cell light, but the solar panels and whatever else that you need. I think smaller might be a little bit better than having a big place. But as well, they want reduction of human life. They want reduction of human life in the future. So instead, people are only allowed to have 1 or 2 kids, depending on that person. Or they might do whatever else. So, because the population is growing, and they say about 2 to 300 years, roughly, there's going to be too much life, but not enough food to feed everybody. And there's nothing that you can do about that. People are going to be what you call it, unless if they end up like what I am. And that is something that a lot of people should look at on what they want to do or don't want to do. And the cost of everything will go up too. So they're forcing you to think of what do you want for your life and everything else like that. They're forcing you to pick out a good job, but if you can't get that good job, you're out in the streets. So they're slowly picking out certain people. Either they live out in the streets or they do something else. And people that are on disability are going to be the ones that are going to be suffering the most, because they can't afford living and they can't afford anything else like that. And then there's a waiting list if you want to get into low-income housing. It's 20-year wait. So basically it's the time that you get old, as you get as a senior. It's just something that I don't like at all. Something that I really don't like to hear a lot. I think everybody in this world should afford to you should be able to afford everything. There's so much things that the government's doing that they need to rethink about certain things, especially for people that can't afford it. And the other one is that with the rich people in this world, they have so much money, and not why don't they put that money into like apartment buildings for people that are either refugees or people with low income housing. You could have both, but they need to be whatever a certain amount. You gotta have a certain amount for this and a certain amount of that, and to help out with all of that. So if people are making over, say, like $200 million or over $500 million, probably more over the $500 million. Those are the type of people that can help out with the low income and immigration apartments where people can live with their families and all that stuff, or live to feel comfortable, and that it, it is really tough. Uh, It is really tough to figure out what else you can do, like what can you do to make yourself feel that you can have a better life for yourself. And you get these older places that are like over 60 years, 70 years old, run down and everything else, and then they rebuild it, and then it's like quite expensive to live in. Where these people that like to buy these places are looking at money in their pockets and all that stuff to make it so that they can jip you off or whatever, and give it to like the wealthy people, instead of the people that needs to be poor. So if those people like to build stuff and not just for the like the middle high class people instead of the middle low class people like myself, um, that's not really that fair, because who gets more priority are people that are above you, and the ones that are below are the ones suffering. In fact, this crime is rising because of it. A lot of people are being forced into uh, forced into doing a lot of stuff that they don't want to do, but they have no choice of doing, because people just they don't care for certain kinds, so they're not racial profiling. It's more like they're profiling people who can afford it or who cannot afford it, who can get in quicker than the other. You know what I mean? So you got yourself something um, that should be uh, affordable for a bunch of people, but it's not affordable because they will not allow it. They just will not allow for people like that. During the time when growth was happening in Canada, a lot of things were happening in Canada. We were ahead of everything. We did have some things that were low, but now with the population that is growing, and the aging of population that is happening right now, the people that are degeneration, like the Generation X, which is my generation, um, are going to be suffering the most. The ones that were born in the 90s are not going to suffer the most, but they're going to be poorer, more poor than the Generation X would be. So I look at it and I'm thinking to myself, okay, for people that were born in the 90s are more likely um, going to suffer than anybody else. There's nothing that anybody can do to get it. But kids that were born in 2000s are more likely will not suffer as bad. Um, but there is a but. Um, they may have to go into war, some sort of war. And so that means the population will decrease. So it doesn't matter what we do or how we do things. It only matters of there we go. It only matters of how much money you got in your pocket. People are saying, oh, we're thinking of the low wage people and all that stuff, but you look at it, they're not really. They're just making themselves look like they're the people, that they think for the people and all that. They do that, they raise it, nothing is done. So it's basically they're bickering about it and they don't do anything about it. They say, "Oh, we're going to put this here." They don't do it for decades. And that's for people that are on disability. That's in people that want to. And here's the other part as well. Here where I live, even getting a one bedroom here is like between $650 to $800 to get a one bedroom, and you have to share those facilities with everybody else. Like if there's like three or five, and you have to pay that much for a bedroom, and if a bedroom doesn't have a washer, not washer, but a washroom, at least like a bath, like a toilet and sink, I could see it being that high. But if it isn't, that is such a big ripoff. That is such a big ripoff. And I know there's these other things too that are included, like TV, telephone, internet, whatever else that wouldn't that come to your own personal thing? Like for TV, if you want to put a TV or have internet, wouldn't that be under your own thing instead of them? Like power to the stove or power to the microwave, yeah, I could see that. Or even using the toilet or the bathtub. Um, I don't know. Sharing stuff is just not the greatest for anybody. If you want to share something, make sure that that place is clean. Because if it isn't clean every time someone showers, then you never know what stuff that they put in that tub or in that shower or anything like that. You just can't. When you're done having a shower, you should clean up everything around you. And there are people that do that, but there are some people that don't do it. And that's the thing. Like you can share, but it's not. And in that place, you never know if that person has a drug problem and or an alcoholic or a person with mental illness. You don't know any of that, and people will go into your place and whatever. It's just I don't recommend anybody to go into a home that is a bedroom. Not unless if you have a lock for your door. And if it's not a light door, it's a heavy door. I think that would do a lot better, you know, a lot better than you can have. And I lived in a place like that. I lived in a place where there's six of us in it in this house. It was what is it? It's it's for the college. I can't remember what they're called. College dorm. I think, yeah, college dorm or something like that. Um, where you're living with other people instead of yourself, and you're sharing like the fridge, the kitchen, and all that. I lived in that, and I don't really like it as much as I used to. The reason is that most of us didn't really do very much cleaning. Some people will go to the bathroom but won't flush, and so forth. And that's just something that I just do not like. If people who cannot flush the toilet or anything like that, they don't they don't uh they don't they need to use a bucket or something so that they can put their own waste wherever. Just not. Oh, I could do this for sure. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's just something that needs to be done,
Feed on your agony.
but nobody likes to do the responsibility stuff, you know?
Stand down. Die. Threat later, act now.
Okay. Uh-oh. There we go. Go right here. He's gone. Shit, well, target. They're gone. Oh, maybe not.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. Be very afraid.
No death without agony. You have nothing to fear. I feed on your agony.
I will reap you.
Alright. So you know what I mean, right? With everything like I mentioned about how people on disability or lower people that just wanna give me a second here. Pardon me. People that just wanna be having a good life but can't because they only see them as work or as criminals, and that's it. I don't know if I can do anything there, but I might be able
By
to
the
do
fire
something here.
for Barrett Law.
For honor! You dare tempt my ire?
Oh, man.
Face your death. You're done. Meet your fate.
Good. All right. Down. Okay, I go right
But
here.
of course.
Blood mine.
Right
We
here.
will prevail.
Okay.
Be gone from these lands.
In your country,
No death
what
without agony.
what do they do with people that are on disability or anything like that? Do they treat them, or do your family
will
have
be
to treat your? Because I know some people are different, right? How we all are. Oh shit! Forgot about that.
I feel your pain. Yeah. Die.
Succumb me.
Let's be friends. Oh. I see you. Sucker.
There.
For the High Father.
There we go.
Pain will be your reward.
You know, sometimes it's just hard for anybody to.
You're mine.
Do anything with
Die. Ilian forever.
anything, you know? Like, a person could be going for a breakdown, and what the police will see is a person that needs to go to jail or something like that, instead of getting help, especially for your life as a person. Like, if you were a person that likes to be that likes, you know, life as it is and all that stuff, but you're kind of stuck in a place where you don't want to be stuck in. That's the whole thing that I find that is troublesome. I can't see myself, or I can't see, not myself, but I can't see people doing a lot of fun stuff. They're mostly home. They go out, they beg for money, and that's about it. I see it every day, people begging for money. Either they lost their jobs because of the epidemic, or the rent is going up so high that they can't afford food, so they beg for money for food. Or they with the mental illness and that, people are just doing whatever they can for scavenging stuff, like picking up not garbage, but picking up cans from the recycling, and or beer bottles or anything like that, to take to the beer store or the recycling place where they can get money and all of that. And then there's some that are you know, they're scavenger hunters, where they go and they do what is it called, metal fishing, where you have a magnet and then you find something to bring up, but you have to have a vehicle for that so that you be able to live your life. There's a whole bunch of stuff that people are doing that are small, but they don't make enough for. Um, like myself, I'm doing YouTube. Being a YouTuber is really good and fun and all that stuff, but uh, people that like to do it for money and that, for right now, I like to just be myself and have my stuff for free. But later on in the future, sometime, once I get to know everything, I've been able to make a not a profile, but make a profit off a YouTube and merch and everything else, so that when I do get, then I won't be able to have to worry about a lot of stuff, especially when it comes to um, like renting and everything, because I have the amount of money of doing that, and the only way for me to get like merch and all that, I have to have at least, I think it's over 50 or 150,000 people before I do like subs, um, before I do like merch. But for me to do the merch stuff, I have to have I have to be on Prime or whatever, where you build money into it. I don't know, something anyways, to help out gaining a lot of things, help out gaining and that. And it would be something good, but as well, it might be something that might be not as good for some people who can't afford it. Give me a second here. I gotta get some water, so I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. So yeah, with people that are on disability and all that stuff, it's really hard for them to make any money uh, in that. Not unless if you pay them a certain amount of how much you owe them. Some people, it'd be like 15 grand up front, and that. So I don't know, 15 grand is quite a bit, but for me, it could be more than 15 or 50 grand. I think mine might be maybe $175,000 I have to owe if I if if or something like that. I don't know what it is for certain things. So just a lot, just a lot. Okay, so we gotta take.
This is her. The body of the Stormbringer's wife. Just like the Whisperer said.
The what now?
Look there, Ori. An inscription. What does it say?
Here lies Elinta, Duchess of Sandfields, daughter of Eli, wife of the Storm. Her husband forsook her for pleasures beneath the waves and the powers of Death's counsel. He returned to Sandfields a monster. Elinta loved the man he was too much to live with the thing he became.
Pleasures beneath the waves? Sirens? The Whisperer? Mortis may have used her to seduce Alinta's husband to undeath. When we kissed, it was like the Whisperer and I were transported away. Underwater somewhere. She said the Stormbringer is immortal, but we can finish his reign of terror here, by destroying the body of his wife.
What will we do?
Burn it.
Take your torch and light her.
There we go.
I think it worked.
Only one way to find out. Let's go.
Right on. Whew. Be kind of cool to go in there. Alright. So, with everything that I mentioned about with low-income housing and immigration and all that, our Prime Minister is chewing too much that it can't bite, you know? Too much that it can... It's you know, you have a major, like say if you have like a 90-foot long subway and you're just that one person that says, oh, I got a whole bunch, I'm bringing in all this immigration and all that stuff here in Canada, but what will happen is that there's not enough places to put them because the demand for living is so high that the people that are waiting for places to stay are being forced out of that, and so that these immigration people will take these low-income homes so that these people will live. And that's what they're doing here in Canada. I wish they had a better idea of making it a little bit better, because they mentioned we're going to build 1 million apartments or 1 million apartment buildings all over Canada, and then amount of stuff that's happening right now and whatever else, they're saying within 10 years they'll be able to have 1 million places being built. And I don't think that is good enough. I think they should have put 5 million, because 5 million would actually be spread out, and as well for the communities like for the Aboriginal people, they be in that 5 million where, you know, where they can get a little bit better homes than they do now. And the second one is people that are low income, like myself, that are low income, can get apartment or something like that to live, and that would be great, you know, that would be something that would be nice. And then for, you know, you got normal people and not. So you have immigrations, you have low-income people, and then you got the you know, the middle class high, and that can afford these things. Then you got those people, and I think that's what they should do. Instead, what they're doing is they're making it and only having 5 apartments out of I don't know, out of a certain amount, 5 to 10, and then they give the rest to like other people, like for immigration or other people, but people that have low income, you know, I don't have a criminal record or anything like that. Um, Nothing. If I do or if I have something, it's probably because of what one is speeding and the other one was other things. You know, I don't. But nothing that bad. Like I didn't rob anybody. I didn't break and enter into anybody's property or anything like that. It's just something that needs to be done for a lot, and not because of not people should be happy with themselves and all that stuff. But if we cannot be happy and in society and all that stuff, it's more of a okay, we're going to keep you as a bad person because the police are going to be there to take you away and the recycle will happen like that. They like to keep people on the bad side so that the police will have something to do. And then on the good side, people that are doing whatever, they end up doing a lot better because they're doing whatever they can. But for myself, with having IBD uh, and or Crohn's and colitis, which I'm in that factor, they want me to suffer because I have that. And the only way is to afford these places is that I have to work for it, but they don't care about your health. They say they do. They say they do, but they don't. And the reason why they want you to work harder is because that's the only way you're going to get a better place. So if you are a single mother with like maybe 2 or 3 children and that, and you have 2 jobs part time, one because nobody else wants to hire you full time, so you're stuck with part time, and and they they will tell you, okay, we're gonna do this, and you're gonna live here, and then the other thing is too is that you're not there for your children because you're working 2 different jobs at different times. You have no time to be with your children to help out with a lot of stuff and that. And there you go. What can you do to support yourself and support your family? Like what can you do? There's nothing. And a lot of times people will go, especially if you have children, your children will do something stupid, and then you have stress over stress because of that. Your own children doing that, or the guy doesn't take responsibility, and most times it's like that. But there are some ladies out there who don't want to be in a relationship, but would rather have children, and and that and this whole thing with that, it just I think people are just making the stupid mistakes and having stupid things out there. If you're the person that is sick, that has some sort of health problem or something like that, there's nothing that you can do. You can try doing certain things, but you're only limited of what you can do. And that's like with my situation. Like this morning when I got up, my stomach wasn't feeling right. And then I had to go to the washroom. And then I had to go again, like 10 or 15 minutes later. my gut wasn't feeling right or anything like that, and I was feeling kind of not 100%. So that's that's why, with all this happening and everything else, the government's saying they're doing a lot, but they're not really doing a lot anymore. And it doesn't matter what gender or age or race that you are. If you're not getting treated right or anything like that, then what can you do, right? What else can you do? There's just nothing. Alright, let's do this one.
I will bring wrath with me.
Alright. Doom. And
You're mine. Ugh. Stand down.
both of them. Bum, bum, bum. I don't know why it does that.
Mortis is eternal.
Shit. Nope.
I see you. Suffer with me. Why do the best playthings always die? You have nothing to fear.
Alright.
No death. Why do the best playthings always die?
The pure cannot harm me. Death to Nevendar and its gods.
For honor.
So I don't know if you guys are the same thing when I'm saying about people with that are low and
You
or whatever.
for the forges.
To me, I think it needs to be brought forth by any government on what they're going to do about certain things.
Die. Regret later, act now. You're done.
All right,
But of course.
that's okay. Gone. There we go. I don't know. Like for me, I'm on. I just wish that I wish that I was rich. That's the only thing that I wish for. Not because of, but being well off. That's what I want. I want to be well off so that I'll be able to, one, if I have a problem with my thing, I don't have to worry about a lot of things, like food. Say I can afford a person to cook for me, cook healthy foods for me, so that I don't have to worry about my gut. Another one is a place where I could stay, like in a either in a small house or something, which I'm not going to do, but a apartment building, either apartment building or condo, something like that. That's what I like to do in the future. I'm in my mid 40s, low mid 40s. Um, for me to get that, I don't think I'll be able to reach that. I can't see myself. I can't see myself going. Um, I just cannot see myself because with everything that's happening, I don't think I can afford it, and it's putting me to the point where do I really want to, do it take day by day or what? I don't know. Oh, looks like I need to go up. All right, let me go back up here. So, like as much as I don't want to say, a lot of things out there these days are tough. Not tough because of anything, just tough because it is. It's just you might need you might need to have everything, but you won't be able to afford it. Like special foods. Like if you need food, like whatever you need. Like for me, I can't eat certain foods because I need a low fiber diet. That's how what because of my digestive system. If I had like corn or broccoli or something like that, something that doesn't digest, it would just kill my colon um, badly. I would feel it, and that's the thing. I don't want to feel something that I don't want, and then that would hurt me the most is by that. Oh, I love this one. Raging thunderstorm. Cool. Chain lightning. The Walking Dead. You know what I mean? Like you have everything and still you have nothing. A lot of people say I'd rather be poor than rich. In a way, in a sense, um, if you are famous, like say if you are someone that is famous that a lot of people know you, you know, and then it'd be all right because people will just pay you to come and do whatever. But if you were rich, um, not at the start, but say like in between the middle of your career and that, and then you have like say like 3 or 5 different wives or whatever girlfriends, and you got at least 2 or 3 of them pregnant. And then you have to support, child support, whatever. And then you got other people coming after you for other reasons or something that you have never done or don't recall or anything like that, and they accuse you on that, and then they want just what you call money off of you. And then that's just something that I do not agree on a lot. So for me, I don't want to be that famous. You know, I don't want to be that famous or that rich. I just want to live comfortably where I can afford these things so that I don't have to worry about me being any more sick than I am. So, and people will take advantage of you in any way. It doesn't matter who you are, they're going to just do it anyways because they can do it. And that's why, for me, I like doing what I'm doing. And I'm not asking for anybody for money or anything like that. I'm pretty good. And I don't have um I don't have um the money or resources in anything. So basically, if you're gonna do something, it's not like I don't have anything. I don't. I don't even have anything under my name to do anything like that. So there are people out there, say like PewDiePie or Ninja or Shroud or Pokimane or Amaranth or something like that, or Jimmy Fallon, someone like those people, they are the ones that have the money to get or whatever. But people like me that have low and hopefully I don't know how many subs I will get in my YouTube career. I'm hoping that I can get at least, you know, a fair amount of subs. A lot of subs. But I don't think I'd be as high as those people for subs, you know? Subs or whatever. And I can't see myself being that high. I would like to be that high, but I don't think I will ever be that high. I would love to be that high, but I don't think I will be that high. I want to be, you know, the when for me being a YouTuber, I want to be like one of those best books, one of those books of a person, but be like on the bottom shelf or hidden away, like tuck in the back somewhere and kind of hidden away until someone pulls me out and starts watching the stream or something and say, hey, this guy is not bad. He's actually pretty good. And I wish that he put himself out there a little bit more and or something like that. I might do that. I might put myself a little bit more out there in the future. But right now, I just want to be one of those type of books that were great but hard to find, you know? That's what I like about my stream. I see people come and go all the time, and I don't mind that. If they come, they're kind of curious of what I am or who I am, and that, which is really nice to have. and so forth. Oh, no. There. That's what I like to be, is one of those books to be under and everything else, especially when I'm gaming. There are times that I don't talk or anything like that. Pardon me. I'm getting so much air in my system that is making me kind of like burp or hiccup, burp or something like that. So and I'm drinking some water at the same time. Nothing. Oh, got something here. None. And that's about it. There. What's for mercenaries? What we can buy? Alright. Recruit. I might be getting a head cold or something, because my nose is stuffy and I'm starting to, I don't know. That's my head. I feel fine, but my nose seems a little bit pluggy and it's running a little bit. So give me a few seconds here. I'm just going to blow my nose and then I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, everyone. So, my nose seems a little bit better, but I don't know. This seems kind of funny. Anyways, what else should I say? Oh, a lot of people these days are different. A lot of people like to be uh, whatever or anything like that. Like, say if you were a person that likes to be, I don't know, they like to live life as it is, or live life a little bit different. Like, say you're more adventurer, a person that likes to travel all the time, or in different places. The people that travel a lot more and not say that they have they have a better tolerance around people. different cultures and different things. Understandable about that, but there are not very much of any other things out there. Where do I need to go? I need to go somewhere, but where? Oh, I need to go up here. Alright. Where do I need to go? That way. Okay. But I can't. So I have to go around. Going down. Yep, going the right way. Now, I don't know if I need to see her or not, but I'm pretty sure. I need to go back to her, so I need to do someone, I don't know who though. Yeah, she's 70. 58, I could do this one. There we go.
I go.
Suffer with me.
You're done. Regret later, act now.
Alright, now. She gone? Ow.
I go to victory.
Shit. There, he's gone. Okay.
I will not hurt you. No death I feed on your anger. No death without agony. Mother Nevendar, in your name.
Succumb me.
Come to me, children. Death does not wait.
You have nothing to fear. Suffer.
Alright. Where do I need to go? I need to go here. Okay. Now let me go here.
Light of the cosmos, fill me.
And right here.
Master.
Burn. For the High Father.
Okay, mountain there. Missed.
Face your death.
There we go.
Stand down. Regret later, act now.
That one's gone.
I will find a clear shot.
Here. Oh, yeah, might as well, right?
For Nevendar.
I hate these guys. They just explode and then you're... There.
High Father, guide me. You will be found.
There.
I see you. I feel your pain. Give your life to Galleon.
Succumb. Come to me, children.
You know, when I talked about, you know, living in a place where
Life is chaos.
where I was sharing a bedroom with people. The thing is though, when you're younger,
Let us die. You die.
it's different compared to what it was before.
You have nothing to fear.
Like, it's not like
The pure cannot harm me. Targoth mortality.
it's different when you're a high school,
For honor.
not a high school, but a college, and you're in, because you're still young yet and everything else. You stay with people, other people, and besides yourself. In other college dorms, they might have, like, you might have a roommate or something like that. So you and your roommate are sharing a room together, and in that regards, it's a lot different. But as a person that's not in that situation, should be recommended to go into, like, places that you like to be in.
You're done. Die. Regret
gone.
later, act now.
So I think that's the only thing that I can see, like, for living if you're a young person that's in college or university, and you're in like a a dorm that you're with other people with, um, then it's a lot different. Usually it's like males staying with males or females staying with females, and then you got that. You also got like um, I don't know what they're called, but anyways, you get these people that are living in those places. They like to have parties and all that stuff, and that's the worst part of it. It's a great experience, but the worst part of it as well, where you're coming of age, like as a like you're generate generating your teenage high school, your last year of high school into first year of college or university, and one is that you're young, and the other one, well, you go to these parties, you drink and you party, and you do all sorts of stuff, and then you got studying, and you got work and all that. Sometimes first year students or even second year students, depending, will party too much and everything else like that. I find it is a lot different then than it is now. So, say if you're in your teens, roughly between the age of 18 and 24 per se, between 18 and 24, 25, and you're in college, university, you're 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 having a great time and all that stuff. But because you have that responsibility, that you find that your money is drained by the first year, because people are asking to buy for you to buy like cases of beer or food or something like that, is a lot different than anything. And with that, it's like, wow, I got all this money, and it's, you get all that money, and you don't have to worry about, you don't have to worry about you being low or anything like that. But then your parents, for one thing, should teach you to be reserved with your money, like preserve your money through college and university. Have a backup situation where if you did run out of money or something like that, and you'll have some sort of tuition that you will have, but always have a backup situation, so that on hand you can use this backup money to get whatever you need, but hide it from your roommates. Like, make sure that they don't go through your things and take out your money or anything like that, because that's one thing you have to really watch out. Um, they should put a safe for you guys, for the young ones, so that their money will be kept safe. Like nobody would touch their money at all, and like the roommates, anyways. Not unless if they combine their self and just kind of do it that way. But who knows if they can trust each other or themselves with the money? And sometimes that is the toughest thing for anybody, is to be responsible for your own money. I learned at a young age in my 20s to be conservative with my money, to make sure that I have enough money on the side to do whatever. And I'm still doing it today. I put away, I have a jar, actually Yeah, I have a jar or something like that, and I put it in that jar so that I can like later on, if I need that money for anything, I can afford whatever I need to have for next year or for anything that for emergency. Like if I need a emergency for getting food for the end of the month, like closely to the end of the month, or I need to go back home, but I need to take a flight or something like that. You know, something, any emergency, say like a family member have passed away and you want to go and it's happening on the weekend and you want to be there. So you do that with your money or like it's anything that you need, you know, anything. Even the way out of certain situations, sometimes that money will help you out. But remember, it's only for yourself, it's nobody else. And my ear is sore. All right. Where am I going? Don't think I need to go back there. Maybe in there? I think in there, right? Not in here. It's already did that. Already did these. I know I have to go here, but I'm at 64. Alright, I think I know where I need to go. I need to go around. No, it's not this way. It's up here. Oh, shit. No, it's not there then. Alright. So there's... Alright. Am I seeing that right? It looks like there's like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the side, but I got 2, 4, 6, 7 that are gonna fight. Alright, let's do it. Oh, never mind. There was just a glitch, I guess. Alright.
Life is chaos.
I can do these guys. And boom.
Die. Stand down. Meet your fate.
Now let me go this way. And do this.
Fire!
Now. Alright. Can't do anything right now. Okay, which one?
Scorch the purity.
There.
A pilgrimage.
There.
Death is Mortis is eternal.
Huh. Huh. Alright.
I will
here.
not hurt you. No death without agony. I feed on passion. Why do the best playthings always die? Let us die together.
There. Bum 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 bum. Can't do anything, but I might be able to do something here.
You are Nana for the Forges. Aelbeth Kayakida. When it reaches its death.
There.
I go.
Alright. Now.
We are in wrath and flesh.
There.
You love these lands no more.
Oh, suffer. I see you.
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
Stand down. Meet your fate. Die.
Okay.
We will prevail. For Nevendar.
Okay, here we go. Here's a good question that I should be asking.
Life is chaos.
The question is that do you guys believe
I go. This suffering must end.
there is such thing as love? Like for me, I can't see anything like that, you know?
Your pain was exquisite.
I can't
Let's be
see
friends.
I can't see it, you know, like I try to see.
I feed on your agony. Yes. Die for me.
But these days, I think there's not so much about love these days. A lot of people are hating each other and all that stuff. It's almost like marriage is slowly shrinking, but having a relationship, like having a boyfriend, girlfriend, or whoever, is the biggest thing, you know. Like it's the biggest thing because you don't have like a contract or anything, and a lot of people say it's a lot cheaper too that way. And I do agree in some aspect, but there's other ones that are not. As so, say if you have children, you have to pay child support to to the to your girlfriend to support those kids. So in a way, is there actually love in this world? And that's the thing with a lot of things. You just don't know what will happen. With life or with anything like that. If if you were young and you have a couple of kids and all that stuff, and this is back in the past, and you gone out, say to war, or like your husband or whatever gone to war, and your husband then passed away, but you have children to raise, it'd be hard for your single parent. And usually, sometimes parents will raise their kids as good as they can, but make friends with their, they might have a sibling or might be his brother or sister that helps out. It usually is something to deal with the family that helps out the kids to grow up to being better who they are and not anything else. So in that regards, I think that is a smart way back then. But now it's not like that. Now it's like if someone gets someone pregnant, if some guy got some girl pregnant and then or lady whatever pregnant and then leaves, then whatever else, and she doesn't claim of anything like child support or anything that she can do it on her own, and then she comes back and say, "Oh, I want to claim child support from you. You haven't done that for several years," and then it's sort of like a misunderstanding of the problem of this whole thing. I think people should be automatically put in child support, no matter what, him or her. If they both put child support, that money will go to them. And when they hit 18 years of age, or even 20 years of age, which would probably be a little bit better than anything else, that they should do whatever they want. They're basically, if the laws were changed in a certain way where parents, that are together, both of them pay child support, meaning that they put a lump sum of money in the bank for their child to grow up, when he gets growing up, he will have enough money to support himself in like college and university in the future. And that it's only the time that I think parents should do that is when they're young. And when they have their first child, put a lump sum of money. If they have two children, put lump sum of money but split into two so that they be able to, if they have three, same thing. But you know what I mean? Like you build up that money for your child so that your child can have a better career for her or him, and in that regard. And then when they hit a certain age, they should start doing a job, like have their job, so that whatever money that they make through their job, they can use that money as spending money of what they want to do. And this will be like, say, around 15, 16 when they're allowed to work. I think those children should have, that type of money to do that. And I think that would be perfect for anybody. For anybody. And I think that's what they should be doing, like with the laws and that. That's what they should be doing. Is having a, guarantee that my child will be okay in the future. This is long if he doesn't, but there should be a cutoff, like a cutoff line where he can only use so much before it cuts him off, so that he be able to build up his money. So even though at the age of 20, when he's an adult, pre-adult, I want to say, when he hits 25, that's when he gets his full money. And I think that's what they should do for anybody with children. I think going towards like 20, he's in university or college now, and then like for him, let him be off, let him be off working somewhere full time for at least a year or two. And then when he hits 19, 20, he will have that, the amount of money that he saved up from his work to go to college. But he also well has that savings from his parents, and then do it that way. So in a way, I think that would actually help out with everything. Not with a lot of things, but it will help out your child to grow up to do those things. But yeah, like I said, once they hit 20, 25, they can have everything, like all the money. But at the age of 20, they can only do a certain amount till it cuts off, saying in danger, can't do it, you're at this amount, and then whatever else. The parents will still keep putting in money into their kids' thing, but they will not be able to touch the full amount until after they're 25. So that's basically roughly after they graduated from university or college, or if they're still in college or something like that, or in university. So I think that would be a very best way to put it for any child, and that's what I would recommend. Even though they do it now, parents do it now, they should still keep on doing it until their child is about 25. But when they hit age 20, that's where they can have a fair amount, but there'd be like a cutoff amount until they're 25 to have the whole thing of their money. This is long if they don't spoil themselves and buying all these things, I'll be right back. Give me a few. All right, I'm back. So that's one thing about everything about having children. It is expensive to do with clothing and all that stuff. But if you look at it in the perspective of everything, you will have that understanding. Is like, wow, having so much of this and everything else, um, it makes it easy, a little bit easier for your child, but as well, it does make it harder for you as a parent to do certain things. And in that regard, like if you want to have children, you still need to put like if you want to have children, and that child should have the that child should be, should have a base of putting money, like you should put money in to your child. And a lot of times with parents that are working, you know, working jobs, it's this amount of how much you pay yearly. So whatever you pay every year is a bit of that will go to your child's schooling or or basically schooling. And then the rest that he can do whatever he wants. Buy a car, like like buy some sort of car or something like that later in life, or buy a apartment or a condo, something anyways to have. But there should be a cutoff point where the parents don't put any money to them. So I think the best part would be is 25 because that's usually when your brain stops of everything. So give me a second here. Okay, back. Had something in my eye that's bothering me. But yeah, with it may be hard to do, or might be easy to say, but and hard to do in that regard. But you just have to see it in a way that you could see it. No doubt about it. You just need to have that knowledge and that faith of it. 60. I'm at 64. I could do it.
I need souls for reaping.
Oh shit. Okay, so I need to do it twice. Not unless if I can get over. Maybe not.
You're done. Stand down. Regret later. Act now.
Haha.
Die for me.
Die for you? I don't want to die for you. Okay. So
Fire!
to go like this.
For Neverdar! Scorch the dirty.
Okay, we're
I
gonna.
feed on your agony. Let us ride together.
Go
You
right
have
here.
nothing to fear.
Then we're gonna go like that. There.
You sully these lands no more.
So that's what I think they should do with with any child that you have. I think you should do that.
You cannot fight.
To save as much as you can and to do as much as you can
I will
until a certain age.
come to me, children. You will make a offering. I need souls for reaping.
Huh. Someone died. I think one of my guys might have passed.
Death is order.
There we go. Gone.
Death follows me.
That's it.
I go.
Don't think it. Nope. Oh, I can't.
Pain will be your reward.
Damn it, I can't. Okay.
Die. Out! Stand down.
I will reap you.
Alright.
The Liberator reigns. I go to victory.
Okay. Mess? I don't know. Good.
Succumb me.
This suffering must end.
Should be gone now.
Scorch the dirty.
Very close.
You are manna for the forges. Targoth mortality.
Let us die together. I will wake you and make you see again. Don't be afraid.
Be very afraid.
Suffer with me. I feed on your agony.
There.
Give your life to Galleon. You stink of the living.
Life is chaos.
For honor.
I don't know. Let's see.
Burn.
Okay.
Stand down. Regret later, act now.
That was gone. Nobody died. Look at that. Yay. Yeah, I have to say a lot of things these days. I think people should, especially younger generation, parents that are at a young age, should have a better future for their kids. I don't know what, but they should have some sort of better things for sure. Okay, I don't know where to see. Oh, here. Find the drifter. Return. Okay. Find where the spleen collector escaped to. Okay, here we go. Alright. Down here, eh? Okay. So there is quite a bit of everything that is with children and all that, and money, and how can, I don't know. And even with parents and that, if both parents work 2 jobs, it will be difficult to keep a child. Not keep a child, but to have a child, because you're hardly around and you're never there, you know? Like, both parents should be there for their children to grow up with, especially on the days when you want your kids to, you know, especially for yourself, if you're a lady, you want your husband to be there, but, you know, for him, it's a different way of, you know, a different thing. Basically, so that your child is out of her hair, so you take care of him or her or both, so that they don't cause your wife or your girlfriend any problems. I think that would be one thing. Um, you know, but if you both have two different jobs at 2 different times, you might miss each other, or you might be in whatever. One could be sleeping, the other one could be working, or the one could be sleeping and the other one could be working, or vice versa. You might see each other for a little bit, not very long though. All depending on your workload and everything else like that. Some people are like that, you know, like you have family members that are really busy and are keeping them, you know, from doing very much, and they're as well workaholics. They love the work. They like to spend less time at home as much. And when they do spend some time at home, they make sure they're home for a bit. And this is what I see now. I don't know if you guys see it, you might experience yourself, but if you stay home with your wife too long, do you find you're getting driven nuts because you're there, your wife is there, and or your husband's there, and you both are driving, like, breathing down each other's necks because you're kind of isolated and you're not working on anything? Do you find that, like, you have to be constantly doing something, but with this epidemic that happened or is happening right now, do you find yourself having that problem, like having that that uh, that type of problem? Like, for me, I do see it. Like, if I was married or had a girlfriend or whatever, and if we don't see each other that much or anything like that, I think it'd be good in a way of seeing less than more, because when you are busy, you have no time to think of anything else but yourself and supporting your own family, which is always good. And that, but this is now. But back in the day, like say in the 70s all the way up to the 2000s, parents usually stick around with each other, even though they're working as hard. The wife will be with the kids or working. The husband will be with the kids or working. And they keep themselves busy until retirement time. And if you've been working since the 70s into say like the 90s, mid 90s or late 90s or early 2000, then it's different. You know, you got nothing else. You do whatever you. Most times you have people traveling and that and just for the hell of it. And I think it's a good thing to travel, but it's I don't know as well the dangerous thing of traveling. Like right now, it'd be dangerous to travel anywhere except for your own country. I think your own country is the best part of everything.
There you are.
Queen of Isles, stop! Your sad little arrows, your horde of birds, you are pathetic. The only thing that makes you great is being my enemy.
Then my greatness dies with you.
Oh, here we go again. Oh, give me a second. I got itchy back here. Oh, there we go. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a wonderful time. Okay.
Face your death. You're mine. The Liberator reigns.
Okay. Doodly-doo-doo-doo. We're gonna go right here. Then we're gonna go
We will
right
prevail.
here and crunch that person. Mast.
Death is order.
Not yet.
My father guide me.
Okay. Don't know. Yep.
Let's be friends. Suffer or die too
Pop.
quickly.
Should be. Nope, not yet. I thought that'd be done.
I see you. Let us die.
Boom. Let me go here.
Death follows me.
There. Right now I can't do anything.
Be gone from these lands.
Destined path, laser. Light of
okay.
the cosmos, fill me. Harma Tritantia. By the fires of Valid
Still good.
Law.
Burn in the fiery sea.
Alright.
You're done. Face your death.
Okay.
But of course.
Fire!
There.
I go to victory. These are not your lands. This warning must one day cease.
I
To
can't
battle!
do anything. Too far away from me. Too way. Too far, I should say. Lights. Yep.
You will be burned.
Good. Here we go. There.
She's escaping!
Stop her, now.
Pathetic. For millennia, you're the terror of hell itself. A few measly moons with the Nephilim, and look at you. Nevendar doesn't deserve pity. It deserves wrath. Where is the enemy I loves to kill? Where is the monster I succumbed to so many times before?
Pity is thinly veiled judgment. Compassion is respect for those less fortunate.
True. But even my newfound compassion has its limits.
She launches the final L through the collector's head. Claps her falcon flock in atop of collector, tearing her apart.
That's it. Finally. The spleen collector is done.
Yes.
You all right?
I feel different. Lighter, perhaps.
Oh.
I assume she will sail the Helzadin, find her god, and be reborn.
No. There's no glory in double-crossing us, using the Dark Lord's army against us, and failing to take Queen's Nest. It took millennia, but the demon is finally gone to the Burning Sea, and there she'll stay.
Okay.
You look like a weight's been lifted off your wings.
I have spent my entire life suspicious of gods, kings, emperors, even you. So many apostles and disciples have traipsed through Nevendar with the best of intentions, but each inevitably brought ruin with them.
Uh-huh.
Do you still believe that?
I believe that having good intentions brings a desire to change the world. But being good brings with it a desire to change oneself.
All right. Nice 65 I am at. Whew. Okay. Oh yeah, I got this thing I gotta do, but eh. Alright, so more questions, more answers, more everything. I keep on talking, but today was actually a good day to actually talk about these important things to you, especially if you are a person that has these things or that you want children for. Like if I had, like, I would never have children. I would never have a girlfriend or anything like that. as much as I want to. People are very picky, like they used to be. They used to be. What it used to be is that the males will go up to the ladies and ask them this or that, and then they get married when they're like young and all that stuff, like they did in the past. But these days now, it's a lot different. It's more like a thing where they go and do their quick fix, and then that's it. You know, they do the quick fix, and then they're gone. They don't need to go anywhere else but that. Um, so where else can you like find these things? You know, like there isn't any other way. If you want to do something, you might have to do it by yourself or with someone, or who knows what you need to do. But all I can say is that we all have we all need something. We all do. And this time in life, a lot of people don't like it. You know, it's almost like at the point where people really don't really want each other. You know, like have you ever noticed with your grandparents how much they loved each other and all that stuff? Back in the 30s, like your great grandparents were born probably in say 19 between 1917 and 1920. 1910 to 1920, roughly around there. Your great grandmother. Okay, for the younger generation, not for my generation, but the younger generation. And that when they grew up and they had, you know, their own self, it was different for them because they had a there was no such thing as divorces or anything like that. When you're stuck with that guy, you're kind of stuck with that guy. And if you do get a divorce, it's almost like those people don't want you to divorce because of his ways. And a lot of times it's because of alcohol, or yeah, most of the time it's because of alcohol, or because he's in some sort of mafia, or in something, you know, or if he was in the war, like World War II. If he was in World War II, like if he was born in the 1910s or 1920, um, that that would be hard for any grandparent, you know, great grandparent. But your your dad, like your that'd be your great grandparents. But your grandfather and your grandmother were born in the 40s or 50s. Um, so if your parents, your grandparents were born then in the 40s or 50s, and then your parents were born in the 70s, 60s, 70s, yeah, it would be your great grandparents. So you kind of have to look at it in their way, you know. You can't look at it any other way. Okay, where do I need to go here? I need to go right there. go that way, so I go this way. Yeah. It's different for your great-grandparents than it was for your grandma, and then it was different for your parents, and then so forth. I think the only way you have to look at these things is that when you have a life. Oh, I could do her. Haha. Everything is different. We all look at things different in how we do it. But, yeah, definitely love is one thing that we all should, cherish.
Face your death. You're mine. The old ways must die. Regret later, act now.
Both are gone.
But of course.
And this.
Thirst. Let me drink you.
Ow!
I smell you from here.
Oh,
I
shit.
thirst for your blood.
Good, you missed. Actually, you know what? Go right here. Oh, wrong one. There. No. This way.
Hi, Father, guide me.
Alright. Now, which one? Right there.
Life is chaos.
There.
I feed on you. Wake you and make you suffer again. Suffer again. You die.
Both have exploded.
You have nothing to fear. I feed on you.
The pure cannot harm me.
Okay.
Death's path made
Go.
reaches its dead.
Right on. Right on. I don't know, how many of you guys or girls, or ladies and gentlemen, or man and woman, how many of you ever, like having a girlfriend or a wife or something like that, and you have children or not, how many of you love your own children, like not your children, but love the situation that you are in right now? Do you find it okay? Do you find it tough? Do you find yourself wanting something different? Like maybe get a different girl or cheetah or something like that. Most times people look at it and they just see, and they've been stuck with the same lady that they see every day, and they want to have something different or something like that. And I find for those type of people are hard, like they put themselves hard. like everything is happening so quickly and everything like that. They don't have register in their brain or in yourself that no, this is not a good idea. I have a wife, I have a child, I want to keep it. And but these people are so persist that they want you like an obsession in a way of you or of that person. And that you ever got caught up on any of those things, or even say that your wife and yourself and you were at some sort of thing that was happening and that you all had intimacy with each other like a swingers club, and that you had, you know, intimacy with each other and all that stuff, and that your girlfriend or your wife was fine with it and your husband or your boyfriend was fine with that. um you know, with those things right there, good communication and knowing your spouse or your partner, that you have strong feelings of that of your own partner or spouse or whatever. Um, you know what I mean? Like it's something that you both have to be really engaged on. Like if you like that, and I know some people are like that, and others are not like that, and it happens on both ends. It happens on the male end, and it happens on the ladies' end or females' end, and I find that it's not good. It may make the relationship strong, but as well it can make it even worse that it already is if there's no connection to yourself or to him or her. And that's the thing. And I see that all the time, and I can't believe it. And for myself, I'm lucky that I never had that problem because I never had intimacy with any lady, and never, or guy or anybody. You know, I'm what I am. I'm just asexual, meaning I never had any intimacy with anybody in my life. And if I like that lady, if I like that lady, then I will definitely go after her. But I would never, you know, I would never do anything to harm my girlfriend or my wife because of it. And I'm hoping that she doesn't do the same thing. But these days, with everything that's happening, and most of it is because of money. And because it's money things and all that stuff, it just makes it harder for. It just makes it harder for anybody, basically. Okay, there we go.
You have a demon within you, but you are no demon.
I am Avellana. The demon within me, as you put it, is true. I'm half demon.
A Nephilim. That explains a great many things, including my dread queen's behavior. She senses you.
I've seen the siege outside. I'd say she has bigger problems than me.
There is still time to undo this, to undo it all. But I need Valak's Bane. It's deadly to demons and grows naturally here in small supply.
I think I got that.
We have the Valak's Bane here. Now you have a chance to fight back at least.
From our truest threat, yes. This will be most useful. My dread queen thanks you, as do I.
All right. So we're gonna check what she wants.
Now that you have the Valak Bane, what's next?
Those second Woken who have been called home will fight, quite literally by tooth and nail, to defend our home. With a light enchantment, this will make that defense significantly more effective.
I don't think I caught your name.
When I lived, there were those who called me Ashgon, who called me City Guardian. Mortis calls me the Defiler, and so I am the Defiler.
Defiler.
And what are you defiling?
Defiling my nails. That's what she's doing.
The whole of Nevendar, so that it may be awoken again.
I just assumed you'd want me dead, frankly.
You will die in time. There's no need to rush it when you can still be of use.
Ah.
Your concern for the second Woken is noted. But you should know, I intend to find your goddess. Don't stand in my way.
All right.
To stand between such forces is a certain path to permanent death. Surely.
All right. Got it. Right on. All right. So I just paused there so that I could hear that and so that you guys can hear. But going back to relationships now. What do you guys think of everything in this time and age? Is it a lot more complicated today than it was, like, say, back in your grandparents or your great-grandparents' age? To me, I think it is. With everything, with technology that's happening right now and just life itself and how fast everything is moving these days. Like, to me, I think it's like, well, it is something to think of, but nothing to regret about. I need to go. Up here. I need to go up there. So, with everything said and done, I think a lot of times is that we need to have something in ourselves to love each other. Not to hate, but to love each other. And we do get it for a spur of maybe a couple years, but it seems like a lot of people cannot keep their faith into each other because of it. So it's not nobody's fault or anything. It's just everybody has their own, their own way of life, and not their own way of deciding of, oh, you know what, I'm done with you. I'm gonna go find someone else and do that. Usually it takes time, it usually takes time, a lot of that time. And there we go.
Avi, are you sure we should be going through here? Once we open this door, who knows what's gonna happen?
Angels, demons, gods, goddesses, it's all the same. We've faced worse than Mortis.
Yep.
I hope you're right.
This is fool's work. Mortis is beyond comprehension. I pray she leaves enough of you for me to stitch together.
Regret later. Act now.
So, with relationships and everything else that's happening, I don't know. I just find a lot of things different these days. Not by experience, but by looking, and by listening and watching. Watching people around me, how they are happy in some cases and how they're just terrible about others, and that, or experience through, like, seeing my friends that that were dating, that were married, that did get divorced, that have children. Everything that's all mixture into one, and nothing comes at it, you know, nothing at all. And it was something that is terrible, you know, something that is so terrible that nobody else could do. Anyways, I think I'm going to leave it here for today, guys. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed myself. Um, I don't know what's happening on Thursday. I might be playing this or I might be playing the other one on Thursday. So stay tuned. Um, I won't be here on Wednesday because I have Remicade. So I just want to let you guys know that. So yeah, I won't be streaming at all on Wednesday, but I will be streaming on Thursday, Friday. But I'll be streaming during the day. I won't be streaming during the afternoon. Well, I'll be streaming until probably about this time. But yeah, um, tomorrow I won't be streaming, but Thursday I will be streaming. I'm not too sure what I'll be streaming on on Thursday. I might be streaming this game, or I might be streaming the other game, which is called Ascent. If you guys like to watch that instead of this, that'd be kind of cool. That would give me a little bit of time, you know, when the DLC that comes out on Thursday with this game. I might wait a little bit, and hopefully there might be more DLCs so that this game can last me a little bit longer. On Friday, another game will be coming out as well. It's Tiny Tina's Wonderland. I won't be streaming that for a little while. There's plenty of time for me to stream that game. So I'm just gonna take my time. I do have the season pass for that game, so I'll be able to play it for quite a while once I start it. But we'll see what happens throughout the weeks and months, and see how the games are. I might be back onto this game in the near future if it's a short game with the two or with the one. I'll probably be back to this game. So stay tuned for that if I do. But anyways, wherever you are, wherever you live, I hope you all had a wonderful time watching me. Don't forget to like this stream and subscribe. If you don't want to do any of that, that is fine. Want to check out my other streams, you sure can. But if you like what you see, please put a like down and subscribe. And I talked a lot. I know that. I the reason why I talk a lot is because of a lot of things that maybe you might like to hear in the future, like if you come to my stream or someone comes to my stream and says, oh, the stream is good or whatever, but he has a problem talking. Well, you know why. I'm talking to you because I'm telling you about certain things and that maybe a life experience too of other things. But anyways, wherever you are, wherever you live, have a great morning, great afternoon, or great evening, depending where you live. And I will see you on Thursday around 11 or 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. That is New York time if you wanted to know. And don't forget to hit the notification bell button so you know when I'm on. And I will see you on Thursday. Alright, y'all. I'll see you then. You'll have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. And don't forget to hit the notification bell button, and I will see you on Thursday, late morning. Alright, bye for now.